Hello everyone, and in this video, I'm going to show you a humorous chess game. This is probably the worst game I've ever seen in my life. So, this game will most probably entertain you. So, without further ado, let's start now. This is a game my friend played. He's a 300 rated player. This is a 3-minute blitz game. So, here we go. The game starts with b3. This is called the Nimzowitsch Larsen attack. And I don't actually. I used to play this when I was like when I first started chess. I used to play B3, and I mean, for beginners, I recommend you to play E4 or D4 because this controls the center, so it's a good move. And this also unleashes the bishop and the queen, so it's a good move. And this also unleashes the bishop, so E4 and D4 is highly recommended by me for those beginners. And black plays E5, which is also a good move because that controls the center, right? And my friend, instead of developing the knights at least, he plays c4, which uh, I don't, I can't comprehend what move this is. I have no idea what the meaning of this move is. You can't even push this forward because it will be taken. And okay, for those beginners who are watching this, you really should be developing your pieces like the knights, the bishops, and maybe even the queen here because it puts the queen in a good square. But C4, like this kind of wayward pawn moves, please do not play unless you have a specific reason. And I don't know what the reason of this move is, so it's not a good move. And again, black also should be doing the same thing, developing the knights, developing the bishops, but he develops a queen, which is, I don't hate that move. And my friends plays f3, which again, I have no idea what this move means. Maybe he's trying to, the only reason I can give is probably want to prevent scholars mate. Like if black somehow plays bishop c4 to threaten mate here, he can prevent that with c3. I mean, this also hampers the knight's development, and you can even and you really should be playing this move because this also blocks the queen, and this is a better move because this controls the center. I mean, Stockfish doesn't really agree because he thinks e3 is e4 is winning here, but I mean, if you're a beginner, you really should be developing your pieces. So c3 not recommended. Okay, so black plays bishop to c5. It's a good move because this develops the bishop in a really good diagonal. And my friend here plays b4, which gives away a free pawn. Bishop takes b4. It's just black just a pawn out after that, and the game goes on. But the opponent doesn't want to take it and plays bishop to d4. And the point of bishop to d4 is attacks the rook, right? I mean, no doubt about it. And my friend blunders. He plays e3. Okay, for those beginners who are watching this here, if you want to attack a piece, before you do so, please think where the piece will go to. For example, if you want to play e3 here, we must think where would the bishop go to? It won't go here. Because this defender, it can go here. It won't go here. This is defender. It won't go here. This was defender. But oh no, it can go here. And this is a safe square for the bishop, and it's actually winning a free rook, and black does exactly that. He takes the free rook, and he's completely winning. And finally, after 6 moves, my friend develops a knight, which can be taken, and it is taken. And black plays knight to c6 here, good move, developing the knight in a really good square. This is what I want. But my friend here plays d4, which again doesn't make any sense because those are not even options. And maybe the move, maybe he's planning the move bishop to g2 here, but you really should be developing your pieces. Really, I mean, it has to be. You have to develop pieces. I mean, this is one of the most major opening principles. You have to develop your pieces because pawns won't win you the game. Pieces will. Okay, and black. instead of playing like this move, this, sorry, not that move, this move like develops the bishop, he plays a5, which attacks this pawn, and that's actually a good move. I don't actually hate that. Even Stockfish is still fine with it. However, my friend gives away a pawn on b4, which the opponent doesn't accept it, and now decides to give away another pawn. And this isn't really ideal because you're already down a full rook. You haven't developed any pieces. Look at all these pieces. They're so passive, sitting in the first rank. And this is really bad news if black really takes it. And black does take it, so it's a really bad news. My friend takes the a pawn, takes, and my friend again needs to develop his pieces. Sorry, this is not a move. Develop, please. Just have to develop pieces because they're all on the first rank, which is really you don't actually want your pieces to be on the first rank. He plays c5, which again doesn't even do so. And here is where the fun begins. The opponent plays knight to c5, sorry, knight to c4. And that's actually not a bad move because if bishop takes, then queen to h4 wins back. So it's not a bad move. My friend plays e4, which I won't criticize it because that has a point. It's attacking the queen, right? It is creating a tempo on the queen, which is a good move. I mean, rec recommend it. I really should recommend you. My friend should be really be playing these moves. Should be really that should be really even playing this move and playing here is a good square for the knight if you want to go here. So you should be really be developing the knight. So if you want to make a pawn move like that, I mean, if the queen actually moves somewhere, your pieces are still here. So it's really bad. I mean, you really shouldn't be putting all these pieces. Like I think this is like the fifth time saying this, but I'm sorry. Sorry, I think I hit my headset, so that noise, that bang. And this is where the drama begins because the random dude underestimated this move and plays d5, and this gives away a free queen. I mean, bishop takes on g5 is completely winning. I mean, but the only point really is to of this move is really to attack the queen. But my friend, like after playing this move, you have a point, right? You have a point of that move, and you don't even. It's like exactly you don't even perform that point. You don't even use it. You just take the pawn. This is really a missed win. This is this really is the turning point of the game, and that really doesn't happen. And the opponent proceeds not to see it and plays bishop to f5, and again hanging the queen. This is the second time the queen can be taken. But my friend doesn't want to take the queen, but finally decides to develop a knight. I mean, you could have done this like 10 moves earlier, but now you decide to do it, which is really bad, and that's another missed win because this is just a free queen. I mean, what else to say? Again, but the his opponent still doesn't want to doesn't actually see this and plays bishop to d3, which also hacks a bishop, by the way. And this really should be seen. I mean, see, he's 300, so this is actually quite a far distance. And my friend is like, oh, free bishop. Why not take it? I mean, I don't hate that move. It's really taking a free stuff, so it's not bad, but this is really a better option, taking a full queen. Okay, my opponent again hangs the queen for the gazillionth time and plays knight to a5. This is just a serious threat. I mean, this is just a free queen. Like for the gazillionth time, this is a free queen. And instead of taking the queen for free, my friend decides to trade queens. And you're actually down material. You're down 2 points of material, and you want to trade queens. You shouldn't be doing that because the queen is the most powerful piece, and if you're losing, you want to preserve it on the board so it can defend or something else. But again, if you want to trade queens, it's really not ideal. So the opponent somehow doesn't see this, but does my opponent somehow sees this, doesn't see this, but sees this. I have no idea why, but he plays queen to h4 check, king to d1, and knight to b3, which hangs a full knight. I mean, this is just a free knight. I mean, what else to say? I mean, but my friend's like, oh, he's attacking my queen, so I should move it, right? Yeah. He moves the queen, so now he's completely losing again because he should have taken a knight, but instead he moves the queen, which you shouldn't be doing that because you have a free knight here. I mean, the knight is just and the and his opponent like hangs a piece for like the sixth time in a row because he continues to hang the knight to d4, which I mean this knight is just meant to die right now. I mean he's just putting it in front of pawns and it's just meant to die really. Oh, and the best move by the way is not even to take the knight, is to take the is queen takes on b7 because you're attacking the knight. Sorry, you're attacking the rook and you're attacking the knight. So if like black doesn't actually, if black like saves his knight, you take the rooks, and if he saves the rook, then you take the knight. So that's actually a good tactic. But instead of taking it with the pawn, my friend takes it with the knight. So again, that is another missed win, but he's still completely winning. My friend takes back. Sorry, the opponent takes back, takes and knight to f6, which is a good move. Again, developing. I mean, you should be developing in like the first few moves. And my friend plays d6, which is not bad because it's offering a trade, and that actually happens, which is not bad. And now he has a pass pawn, which may or may not become a queen. Rook to d8, good move, attacking the pawn. Although that blunders because because queen to e2 wins the game. Black has to sacrifice the knight if because if not, if he moves somewhere, then it's checkmate. And if he moves here, it's a mate in six. So and this is already it's already terrifying. Anyway, this is defended by the pawn, so it can't be taken. But my friend plays d5, which again I have no idea what that move even. What is the purpose of that move? I mean, this hangs, this hangs. Yeah, I mean it's really bad. I mean you're already down material and you want to hang a pawn. And black takes it. My friend spots a free pawn right there. Then rook takes on d5 check. King to c2. That's actually the top engine move. Then queen to c4 check, and that is a really bad move because that hangs a queen. I mean, what else to say? I mean, bishop takes on c4, and white is completely winning. You're actually gonna win a rook because if he actually somehow moves it, then he's gonna take it and it's checkmate, and it's checkmate soon enough. I mean, so my friend can take a can take black's queen for the fifth time in a can for this is the fifth time he can take the queen for free, but he doesn't do so. And somehow his opponent continues to hang his queen by playing queen to b5 check. Bishop takes here is a free queen. This wins a free queen. However, this is like the sixth time he can do so. However, he takes with the queen. I mean, okay. I mean, that's not even a bad move. Then rook takes on b5, takes back, and you should be taking this. You really should be taking this to maintain your advantage because this is a free rook, and you're actually up material. So However, king to c2, and black is completely winning again. Rook to c5 check, king to d1. I have no idea why black is just keep on checking him. I really have no idea, but I don't have an idea why black is just checking, checking, checking. I mean, you really should be castling and getting a rook in the game or some stuff. But okay, I'm fine. You should be playing here this move because this actually defends the. I don't know why Stockfish doesn't recommend this move, but this move should be played. Okay, let me see what Stockfish thinks. Nah, he's just saying castle, and it's fine. I mean, you should be developing your pieces. I mean, all your pieces are here, which is really bad. But you continues to move the king. Okay, okay. I really for those beginners who are like 300 rated or stuff, there are actually three ways to prevent check, to get out of check. Sorry. First is to move the king. Second is to block, and third is to capture the attacking piece. Which in this case you can block. I mean, it's a good move. And previously you can take a queen. It's a checking piece. You can take it. It's actually taking the checking piece is always the best option most of the time. Oops. So somehow the opponent continues to check him. King to b3. Okay, this is not. I have no idea what that move means. Sorry, I have no idea what this move actually. He really should be castling and bringing the rook into the game actually, not moving the king out. And that blunders actually because bishop to a3 pins the rook, so it actually wins a free rook. So this is not a good move. Bishop, but instead my friend goes the other way. So bishop to e3. So and that again is a missed win. Okay, rook to e5, not a bad move, attacking the bishop. Okay, he checks the bishop c5 check hangs a bishop. I mean, I have nothing to say. The rook was previously there, and he moved it and you replaced it with it. So it can be taken. I mean, that is just a free bishop. Okay, the rook was I have nothing else to say. I mean, the opponent doesn't even want to take it. He plays king to e6. I mean, these beginners don't even understand that there are three ways to get out of check. Not only one way is to move the king. You should really be taking it. It's a really good move. Okay, bishop to d4, attacking the rook, not a bad move. Here, check here, and rook to e1. And if you can find the tactical idea here, you can pause the video because there's a move that wins for white. The move is bishop to h3 check. And not only this skewers the rook, it also leaves a discovered attack on this rook. So basically, after any king move, there are two rooks hanging. So you can take any one of them and win the game, and you actually just up a rook. But king to d2 is played to attack the rook. I mean, okay, yeah, I mean, he can attack the rook, so why not? I mean, that's another miss to win because bishop to h3 wins the game. And his opponent plays rook to c1, rook c to c1, and again bishop to h3 wins because if any after that takes takes and you're up a piece. So, but my friend plays king to d3, which I have no idea what the point of that move is, and this gives away a free bishop. Really, it's a free bishop because you're up there just up a bishop after the exchanges. But I have no idea. He plays rook to c to d1 check. The king goes here and checks him again. Okay, I mean, if you're a beginner, you should be going back here because there may be a chance there's a 3-foot repetition and you may salvage a draw from this position. And plays knight, and he plays knight to d5, which again bishop to h3 wins a rook. We have seen this before. And you actually just up a piece. But bishop takes on d7's play. That hangs a rook. Sorry, that hangs a bishop. Knight to e3, which for some reason attacks the bishop when you already have a chance to take it, which is actually hilarious. Again, bishop to HE wins because then you're just winning a rook a bishop as I said. But my friend plays king to d3 again, so I have no idea what the point of this damn move king to d3 means, but okay, it's played, so I can't explain why. Rook c to d1 check, king goes up, knight f takes on f1 discovered check, so he can't actually take back. I mean, taking back is a bad move anyway. King to f4, knight to g3, hangs a knight, which he takes, but he loses a rook. Then the king goes here. I mean, I have no idea why my friend is just maneuvering his king. It's like the king's like dancing all around. It's like dancing, 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 dancing. Yeah. Check. By the way, check. This hangs a rook. Anyway, this is still winning for black because takes, and it's completely winning because you have this. You have like a pass pawn, which is gonna be a queen, so it's still completely winning. But my friend is like, nah, he doesn't want to take it again. What? What is this? This hangs the rook like for like two options, but what this move is better because then if you take the king, the rook will take it. But however, the king takes it. Then okay, you really should be taking this. I mean, but he checks. Okay, check here. Rook to d1. King moves again. Check here. Check. And I mean, this is a free rook, and you're actually completely winning because you have this pass pawn, and it's gonna become a queen, and you can easily take these two pawns for like from a bishop and win, right? But it's like, I'm gonna move the king. The king deserves to walk. He's so loyal, so he deserves to walk. Check here, check here, check. I'm warning you that we're gonna see a lot of checks. Check, check, check. Sorry, that's not a check, but that is a good move. That's actually a good move because this forks these two pawns. Sorry. Okay. King moves again. Check here. Check again. Hangs a rook, but he doesn't take it. Check here. Check here. Check here. Check. 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 And guys, the game ends in a draw because of threefold repetition. Okay. The reason why this is threefold repetition because this position occurs 3 times. It's like here. Wait, no, not this one. Let me find it. Okay, so here. This is the first occurrence of that position. First occurrence. Second occurrence of this position. And a third occurrence. And the reason why is my friend sent me this game. He didn't send me a game. He sent me what this random dude messaged him. And in the midst of the game, this random dude says he's stupid. Which I have no idea why. I mean, I really should. If I was to face him one day, I'll just say don't stop talking about yourself because why are you checking your opponent like crazy? Yeah, you just have to grab these pawns and win. Why are you checking, 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 checking? What are you doing? So guys, don't trash talk because then this will happen.